Welcome to Jesse and Carson YouTube. Yeah. Today I'm having a library book haul. I went to the library, got a bunch of books, and I'm excited for them. So here's the first one. Austenland by Shannon Hale. I'll read the blurb. Jane Hayes is a seemingly normal young New Yorker, but she has a secret. Her obsession with Mr. Darcy, as played by Colin Firth in the BBC adaptation of Pride and Prejudice, is ruining her life. No real man can compare. When a wealthy relative bequeaths her a trip to an English resort catering to Austen-crazed women, Jane's fantasies of meeting the perfect Regency-era gentleman suddenly become realer than she ever could have imagined. Decked out in Empire waist gowns, stripped of her modern appliances, Jane throws herself into mastering Regency etiquette and flirts with gardeners and gentlemen, or maybe even she suspects with the actors who are playing them. It's all a game, Jane knows, and yet the longer she stays, the more her insecurities seem to vanish. Is she about to kick the Austen obsession for good, or could all her dreams actually culminate in a Mr. Darcy of her own? With humor, charm, and perfect sympathy, award-winning author Shannon Hale delivers a novel that will delight every reader who has ever dreamed of escaping into Austenland. I've been dying to read this book, so I'm finally happy I just got it. And then this is Midnight in Austenland by Shannon Hale, the same author. This is the second book, and this is what the blurb says. When Charlotte Kinder decides to treat herself to a vacation, she happily leaves behind all the complications of her life in America and heads to Austenland. The country manor Pembroke Park offers an immersive Jane Austen experience, complete with gentlemen actors to provide just a suggestion of romance. Everyone at Pembroke Park is playing a role, but increasingly, Charlotte can't be sure where roles end and reality begins. And as the parlor games turn a little bit menacing, she finds herself more than a good corset to keep herself safe. Is the brooding Mr. Mallory as sinister as he seems? What is Miss Gardenside's mysterious alignment? Could that have been a real dead body in the attic? And could the stirrings in Charlotte's heart be a sign of real-life love? In this follow-up to the reader-favorite Austenland, Shannon Hale gives a feisty new heroine, fresh and frightening plot twists, and the possibility of romance that might just go beyond the bounds of Austen fantasy. It's always a pleasure to visit Austenland. So, yeah, I'm really excited to read those. The next is Matched by Ali Condell, and this is what it says. Cassia has always trusted the society's choices, and when her best friend appears on the matching screen, Cassia is certain he is the one, until she sees another face flash for an instant before the screen fades to black. Now she is faced with the impossible choices between Xander and Kai, between the only life she's known and a path no one dares to follow, between perfection and passion. Sounds really good. Next is The Book of Blood and Shadow by Robin Wasserman, or Wasserman, whatever. And this says, one night is all it takes to change Nora Kane's life forever. Her best friend is dead, her boyfriend has vanished, and the trail of blood leads straight back to her, the person who might be responsible, the person who might be next. Desperate to save the people she loves and determined to find justice for the one she's lost, Nora unearths a dark web of secret societies and shadowy conspirators, all driven by a mad desire to possess something that might not even exist, something to which Nora herself might hold the key. It turns out her night of blood is just one piece of a puzzle that spans continents and centuries, and solving it may be the only way she can save her own life. That sounds amazing. Next is The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong. And this one says, Chloe Saunders used to have a pretty normal life, but that changed on the day she met her first ghost. Locked up in Lyle House, a group home for troubled teens, she finds out that there's more to the home's teen residents than meets the eye. Will Chloe be able to uncover the dangerous secrets of Lyle House, or will its skeletons come back to haunt her? That sounds deep. And the last book I got, Help for the Haunted by John Searles. And this says, it begins with a call one snowy February night. Lying in her bed, young Sylvie Mason overhears her parents on the phone across the hall. This is not the first late-night call they have received, since her mother and father have an uncommon occupation, helping haunted souls find peace. And yet something in Sylvie senses that this call is different from the others, especially when they are lured to an old church on the outskirts of town. Once there, her parents disappear, one after the other, behind the church's red door, leaving Sylvie alone in the car. Not long after, she drifts off to sleep, only to wake to the sound of gunfire. As the story weaves back and forth through the years leading up to that night and the months following, the ever-inquisitive Sylvie searches for answers and uncovers secrets that have haunted her family for years. Capturing the vivid eeriness of Stephen King's works and the quirky tendencies of John Irving's novels, Help for the Haunted is told in the captivating voice of a young heroine who is determined to discover the truth about what happened on that winter night. So that's all I got. I look forward to reading them all. Please subscribe, like if you like this video, and follow me on Twitter, jesseand Carson. Thank you. Bye.